Hi, I'm Hamish Stevens from Central South Island Fish and Game. We're up here at the MacKenzie Hydro Canals today, and as you can see from behind me it's pretty windy. Today we're going to cover angling etiquette around the canals, some do's and don'ts. These canal systems are largely privately owned by the various energy companies, so access is a privilege and we need to respect that. One of the conditions around access to the canals is that there's no camping. One of the common problems anglers have when they come to the canals is identifying trout from salmon. So we have a trout in the front here today and a salmon in the back. The easiest way to tell them apart is actually the anal fin. This is the anal fin here, located where you gut the fish. On a trout it's oblong in shape, and if you actually folded this part back against the body it would go back past where it's attached. In a salmon it's more triangular in shape, so when you fold it back against the body it doesn't go back past where it's attached. One of the common problems we encounter on the canals is people fishing with two individual baits. This is actually an illegal bait setup. You've got one here at the bottom and one here at the top. With the canals there's a whole host of baits that people use. If you go to the regulation book in the first schedule on page 7, there's a list of what is actually classified as illegal bait. If you're unsure, contact us at the Fish and Game office. If it fits within that description, it's all good to use. So once you've caught a fish in the canals, you've got to get rid of the offal. It's an offence to leave it on the bank. It's also an offence to leave it in the margins of the water. So if there are bins provided, please use those, otherwise take it home with you. Also with toileting, if there are toilets provided, please use them. Don't go out in the farmer's paddock. Just caught a nice little salmon here on the canal. Just going to bring him in. Into the net. Net helps out with landing fish. And the most important thing with handling fish is to wet your hands. And what we're going to do, this one's actually just hooked in the edge of the mouth, so we're just going to roll the hook out and release it. It'll be a nice quick release. You don't want to take the fish up the bank. Try and leave it in the water if you can, and try not to squeeze it to death either. Really just want to lightly hold them. They'll flip around a bit, but this one here is just hooked in the edge of the mouth here, so we'll just roll the hook out. Sometimes it takes a wee bit of time, but that hook's out now. Didn't even take the fish out of the water then, so that's a really good way to release them. And then just hold them into the water, facing up into the current, just to get a wee bit of life back into them. And then when they're ready to go, they'll go, and he's away. So that's how you successfully release a fish with as little harm as possible on the canals. So that's it for canal fishing today. So good luck and tight lines out there.